£2.4 million sculpture which was discovered propping up the door of a shed is to be exhibited at the Louvre. The 18th-century bust of Highland Laird and MP Sir John Gordon was discovered by Councillor Maxine Smith in 1998. The artwork, created in 1728 by Ed Bouchardon, will form part of an exhibition celebrating the French sculptor. After its visit to the Louvre, the sculpture will be housed in the J. Paul Getty Museum in Los Angeles. The bust will return to its Highland home in spring 2017. Councillor Maxine Smith was a community activist when she discovered the bust 18 years ago. She found the sculpture in an industrial estate in the village of Bullingtorry, Easter Ross. She said, "I started asking the council what happened to the old provost's robes and chains were, and one of the Highland councillors suggested I try this shed. I managed to get the key from the council. I found the robes and there was this bust just propping the door open. I went back to the council and said that there's a bunch of stuff that looks like it's worth a lot of money and they need to get it out in case someone steals them. The insurance team got in and we found that it was worth so much money. Back then it was worth about £200,000. Mrs. Smith thinks that the bust must have been put in the shed in the late '80s or early '90s, during a council reshuffle. She was in shock when she found out how much the sculpture was worth. She said, "It was about a year before we were told how much it was worth. It was quite a shock and delight, because I found before it could have got stolen." Mrs. Smith is delighted that the bust is going on tour. She said, "I think that's fantastic. Anything that puts the Highlands in the spotlight is a good thing, and it's great that people are getting pleasure out of something old. We couldn't display the painting, because we couldn't afford the insurance. So when it's in Scotland it has to be stored in Inverness Museum.